What was the key Saturday?
I just think we was just determined. That bye week, we got our minds right, and we came out and practiced tough. It was a tough week that week leading up to the game.
Any difference with having Jake in at quarterback in terms of what you guys were able to do in the passing game, and maybe it could open up the running game?
I think he just was poised out there and was confident. That's what I think his biggest thing was, being confident and knowing he can make certain throws and making that actually happen.
David, you had an interesting quote about Jake on Saturday following the game, saying that when he was third string, he didn't give up. And that's kind of similar to you when, preseason camp started and you kind of fell in the depth chart. Can you just talk about your grind and your workload going all the way back up?
Yeah, he led by example. Me seeing him going out with a great attitude, because he could have pouted and I could have did the same thing, but I just continued to make myself better. Me moping around wouldn't make me better, and then when my number was called, I wouldn't be prepared.
The difference, though, he was a freshman. You've been around here for a couple of years, so it's a little different when a guy's been around here for a couple of years is third on the depth chart as opposed to a guy who was basically fresh out of high school.
Yeah, it's humbling. I tell you that, it's humbling.
Has it made you better? Has it made you more?
Yeah, it made me a better person, and just how to handle adversity. It made me better with handling adversity.
Do you think that the last 2 weeks of practice, the increased physicality have helped the run game and will continue to against Tennessee?
I think so, and I think we got to have that same mindset going into Tennessee, because they're a physical football team, and we just got to force our will on them.
Folks have actually run on them pretty well. Is that something y'all are aware of? You feel like you can do?
I think if the line come out and everybody do what they're supposed to do, we can have a great day.
What does Donnell Stanley bring by that group up front?
Oh, well, his first day was coming back today. He looked good out there. He looked like he was fresh and aware of what was going on.
Big guy, physical guy?
Big physical guy that can move.
If you guys are able to run the ball, just how much does it make the whole offense just flow better when you guys have that option?
Well, I think the run complements the pass game. We're not going to be predictable if we can run the ball, because we can switch it up. We can pass the ball and run the ball, so hopefully it balance out.
Do you have a feeling about the play distribution, the first down, whether you run or pass on first down? Do you have an opinion on what you should do?
No, that's not my call. I just do what I'm told to do.
Corey said y'all were running it so well on first down against UMass that a pass play came in at one point and everybody was kind of confused.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Do you consider your pass protection a strength in your game?
Yeah, I think it is one of the strengths in my game. I think I use that as an advantage.
What's the biggest difference now with having Jake under center as opposed to anyone else?
He just go through his reads. He go through his progressions well. I was quite surprised by that, and you just can expect the ball more for the checkdowns.
On Saturday, when you guys were stretching the field, throwing the deep ball, how much does that help you in opening things up and giving you a little more room?
Well, I think that helps the run game a lot, because you're not expecting it, and also you don't got 8, 9 people in the box knowing you're going to run it.
How critical was it to get him? I guess if you're going to take the red shirt off of him, you do it after a bye week. You do it against a non-SEC opponent. Just going forward, how much do you think he'll improve or try to improve this week?
Well, I think he's going to get better and better, because his confidence going to keep building it each week. So hopefully we can go out there and take advantage of our opportunities on Saturday night.
Were you surprised at all when he came out just firing downfield? And I mean, some of those balls were just really.
No, I wasn't surprised through camp in the summer. And just even 7-on-7s, I seen that he had a big arm and he was pretty accurate throwing the deep ball.
Can you tell, though, that he's obviously a coach's son and he's got a little bit more than just the physical tools? He's got the mental makeup that you.
Yeah, you could tell his IQ is really high. He's been around football his whole life, and Coach Bentley has prepared him and got his mind right.
Have you talked to Coach Bentley and all about? Does he during the game? I know he's got his mind on you guys, but do you think he took a look over and see how everything?
Honestly, Coach Bentley act like it ain't even his son when we in the football field. But outside the football field, you see them talking and bonding.
What's going to be the biggest difference for Jake this week going against an SEC defense?
I just think he need to build his confidence and bring what he did last week and make more plays this week.
Would you expect a little bit more speed on this defense that you're facing this Saturday, and that makes pass protection even more critical?
Well, I think I'm prepared for that. That's what we're doing during the week, is preparing for the speed of the game. And it ain't really a difference. UMass was moving pretty fast. I was quite surprised at how fast they was moving.
What's been the mood and attitude around the team? You have a new quarterback come in, a freshman, leads you guys to a victory. We saw a lot of excitement on the sideline on Saturday. Has that transferred over to practice?
Yeah, I think everybody embraced it. Everybody welcomed Jake into the lineup, and we just taking it and running with it.
How much of the results against Tennessee the last 2 years eating at you guys, the way those games have ended?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I actually never beat Tennessee since I've been here. I think my freshman year, we went to Tennessee. We lost by a field goal at the end. Then the next year, they came back in overtime and beat us. And then last year with the the whole situation, how it happened at the end of the game.
Does that kind of ending stick with you for a long time?
Yeah, I
after?
definitely want to get a win because we get so close, and it's kind of frustrating.
Have y'all been hearing a lot about, I think 11 points has been the difference the last 4 years. Have y'all heard a lot about that?
Yeah, Coach reiterated that this morning when we had meetings.
So we actually touched on that. Does he touch on other opponents like in your past consistently?
Not really. He just brought it to light today in meetings.
Is this one of those teams that you think is at the top of your list to finally get a win? Would you rank this number one?
Well, I don't rank it. I think I come out every week wanting a W, but it will feel good to get this W simply just because how the past been going and how much hype they had this season.